Buyer demand is picking up. Pre-approval applications are way up, right? We're coming out of 2022. We're entering 2023. And all those buyers that did not buy in 19, 20, 21, 22, they are ready to buy in 2023. Why? Not because the rates are low, because housing's down. They feel confident, and that's what's going on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week and another episode of The Brief with your one and only Kenny Simpson. And this week, there's much to discuss, but let's jump right into it. So let's just jump into inventory. Inventory. You're going to hear me talk about this. I am not hearing this enough on the news. What I'm hearing is doom and gloom and crash and all this crap, right? Because they love to sell stories. But we got to focus on inventory, okay? A healthy level of inventory just for the U.S. is at least 2 million homes, if not higher, okay? As of December 30th, we had 970,000 homes in the market. But wait. A couple hundred, 250,000 of those were already in escrow to sell. So you really only had like 700,000. Guys, that is terrible. And even if you take San Diego, when I shot this last week, we had like 3,050. We're at like 2,900. So I'm not saying it's going to keep declining. I'm just saying inventory is a problem. We all know that. Why? Because people have low fixed rates, because people don't want to go sell their home and go move somewhere else where they can't even find a home and pay higher mortgage, higher payments, higher taxes. It's not making sense. So people are staying in their house longer, and that's just the new reality. Also this week, I wanted to talk about credit, right? Credit report cost. What do you care? You should care. And this is what I want to talk about. These credit report agencies, number one, which a lot of us don't like, right? Because we feel like they have us handcuffed. And sometimes, you get a late or this happens, they just screw your credit, which can really screw up financing cars, houses, anything, business stuff, right? A low credit score is not good. But the credit reports costs are going up. But what else is really annoying, and you guys should know this, whether you're a consumer or you're a realtor, you're anybody out there, right? Is when I pull your credit, if I pull it and you don't go into like an opt-out screen, you're going to get like 40, 50 annoying calls from solicitors. And because you pulled your credit, they somehow think they have this authority to call you and harass you and tell you that, we're terrible people and you should go get a loan with them, right? And it's annoying because clients are like, how do I get rid of this? So what we're doing here is we do have a lender. We can do a soft pull, which it won't show up. We can still run AUS unconventional. And then we're having you go do the opt-out, and then we pull your credit, and you should not get those calls. So that's what you want to do. Credit is just a problem. In general, with the cost going up, with all these people, they sell your data to all these people. It's really annoying. I wanted to bring this up because if you ever got a loan and you got those calls, it's going to happen again, this time but worse. So go to opt-out screen. I think it's like go to optout.com. You can look it up, Google it, and opt out, and you have 5 years, and just do it now. Don't wait, because you do not want these annoying, unprofessional people to call you, because that's what they are. I heard they're rude and all this stuff. It's crazy. They're things I heard from my clients. So do that immediately. The other thing I want to talk about, which I always talk about, rates are pretty steady. 10 years, right around 3.4. But let's talk about rates for a minute quickly. Okay, so I mentioned before we have a 10-year treasury, right? So the 10-year treasury is about 3.5, let's call it. It's a little bit lower, right? So the 30-year fixed today is probably high fives on conventional, no points. That's wholesale. It could be different for other people, okay? FHA VA is probably in the mid fives to lower, like 5.25 to 5.5. I don't have it in my head. But what I want to say is there's a 10-year treasury at 3.5. There's a 30-year fixed. That spread, which you can see right here, that normally is about 1.7, 1.8. Well, that spread got all the way up to 3, then it went to 2.8, then it went to 2.625. That spread is coming down. Why is that spread there? Very simple. When you close your loan, that mortgage gets sold to a servicer, right? Remember, all these banks, all these lenders, they do not hold your loan. They don't own them. These loans most likely end up in Fannie, Freddie, or a third-party fund. And then there's servicing companies, right? You heard of maybe a Mr. Cooper. Well, Mr. Cooper buys that servicing. They pay a premium up front. And what they're doing is they're tacking on this spread that's higher because they're going, hey, Kenny, you're locked in at 6%. We know rates are going to 5. You're going to refi in 6-8 months, a year. So I prepaid this. I have to have that spread in there so I make money. I don't lose. That's why you're getting hit as a consumer, the spread, and it's all getting passed down to you. So when those rates come down, 6 to 5, and we land about 5 and everybody's comfortable, if that spread starts to lower and nothing else happens, those interest rates are going to come down. So my prediction in the next probably 6 months or less, or maybe even sooner, is that 10-year treasury will come maybe down around 3. And if that thing comes, we could be looking at mortgage rates, I'm going to say this, maybe 4.5, 4.75, 5% for sure on the 30-year when all that stuff comes. And lastly, the last couple things I want to talk about, the other one is money out of the system. Remember, right, money in, money out. And a lot of people don't understand this, but if you're talking about people that are buying mortgages, right? Mortgage-backed securities. You're talking about people buying, investing in the stock market, people buying real estate, all this stuff. A lot of people that have a lot of money that are not investing it. Do you know what they're doing with it right now? They're parking it, maybe in a CD. But a lot of them are putting it into bonds and treasuries because they're paying, 5-6%. So if you're a lender, if you're a bank, and you're going to lend on a commercial property, you're going to buy a mortgage-backed securities, you can just go get 5-6%, give it to the feds. You have that. No risk, no underwriting, no nothing. It doesn't really excite you to go buy mortgages. Doesn't excite you to go start a business. Doesn't excite you to go develop and do all this stuff. They just park the money. It doesn't excite you to go buy stocks. You'll just sit and wait. So there's $6 trillion that's sitting on the sideline, that's sitting in treasuries and all this stuff that's getting paid. The federal government's paying. You guys probably see this. That's just sitting and chilling. And they don't want it in the economy because they're trying to slow this thing down. So remember that. Last but not least, what I talked about was inventory in the beginning and buyer demand. So buyer demand is picking up, and what is going on with that, right? So if you're a realtor or if you're loan officer, anybody watches and you're in the business, you know what's going on. You're getting more applications, more pre-approvals, and basically buyers are going out there. But what are buyers coming up against? They're coming up with, wait a minute, I got 3 offers, I got 5 offers, I got 10, 15. They're running into competition. That competition's real. They're also, when you get competition, you're not, oh, wait a minute, I can't get that 2-1 buy down credit. I can't get the roof paid for. I can't get the closing costs paid for. You might be able to, right? But you maybe have to pay higher now. So Q4 of 2022 is actually, to me, I was seeing more seller concessions, more buyers not showing up. So it was a really good time. But the difference from then and now is sellers, and agents, because they have comps from Q3 and 4 when the rates really tacked up and the market kind of changed a lot, they're pricing their homes much better. So when you're going out looking, you're like, okay, they're priced to sell. And yes, if they can give a credit or not, but I think you're going to see credits and things kind of just slowly go away and dwindle if we do not get inventory and rates start to slide, because you're going to get buyer demand, less inventory. And why do you need to give seller credits? And if you need those seller credits, you're probably going to have to go overpay for that house, and then they'll credit you back with the difference. Otherwise, that's what I got for you guys this week. Appreciate you listening. Please share this with anybody. If I can help you, you know how to reach me. Otherwise, have a good week. Until next week, see you guys then.